Hey guys, so I talked about in my last video when I was talking about the seat foam that I was going to try to do a step-by-step on how to take the back the seat foam and cover off and everything, so in case you want to replace the seat cover itself and the foam and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Basically, I already pulled out all the screws and everything. So you'll have two up here. One here, there will be a cap on a screw. You just pop that out and pull the screw off and everything. And the same thing on the other side. And underneath, there will be two screws. You can't see it, but I think there's one. There's one here. There should be one here. Excuse me, somewhere in there. Well, anyway, there's two screws on the bottom. And then this comes right off. Set it over to the side, and then your back will look like this. And so there's two screws right here, one here, and then there's one here, and then there's one down here I still have to get, and then there's one here and one here that I already took off. Right now I haven't gotten to that point just yet, so I was gonna try. Let me open that lid. Let me try to see if maybe, I don't know if my stubby will get to it. Nope, the stubby won't get to it. So I might have to figure out another means. I'm trying to do this while I happen to remove the seat. So let me see. Give me a few minutes and everything. Let me see if I can try and get that screw out. Okay, so I was able to get that screw out there on the side, and I forgot all about. There were two more screws right there, just below it and everything. So then you'll pull that piece out. And this is exactly what you're going to see on the back of it. Now, you see these pig rings or hog rings, wherever you want to call it, a set of them, locking them in to the foam. And then you'll have some more hog rings right behind this. Once you move this and you move that, then there'll be some hog rings up here too, down there. And once you cut those off, cut the hog rings, don't cut the cloth. Once you cut those off and everything, then the foam will actually, with the cover itself, will slide out. And of course, I'll get to the point of the headrest, because these headrests will come off, and I'll show you how to get those off too, because those are actually pretty easy. So we'll get to that part. I'll start cutting off these rings, and then we'll just go through it step by step and everything, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I finally got the hog rings all out of the way. Let's see, there's one I still got to take out and everything, because those actually hold the foam to the frame. I still got to cut those out. But I wanted to show y'all this part to remove your headrest. Those little C-clips right there, they just pop them right out, and the thing will slide right out. Let me see if I can pull that with my hand. Oh, look at that. Came out like that. So that's one side. And what I do is kind of tuck this in a way like so. I'm gonna see if I can try to get this. Let's see, I'll stick my finger in there. There's a little loop that will stick out for you to grab like that. Push that away. Just slide that puppy out, at least. Let me try with my other hand. This might be better with my other hand. There we go. See how it dropped. I had it up and it dropped, so that's pretty neat. So now let's get this thing to lean back so we can get the headrest out. So let's see. Oh yeah, Alright, so you'll squeeze the thing together inside of it. Let me see if I can do this without holding the foam. Might not get lucky enough. Let's see. There we go. And pop. There it goes. So I'm going to set the headrest right there. And then, as you can see, I hope I'm not holding this phone upside down. Let's see. Can't tell if I am or not. I don't know if I am, I'm sorry. So once you slide that out, these are supposed to pop out. Man, I'm having more problems. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you squeeze it together and there we go, like that. So when you get the slide these out, you have to pinch it and then pull, and it comes right out. So pinch it, push up through it like so, and boom, like that. All right, so cool. We're almost there now. So now I need to lean it forward so I can cut those. Let me see. Get it. There we go. So I can cut. I'm gonna cut those hog rings out of the way that's holding the foam. And I think, if I'm wrong, maybe there isn't. Yeah, there's hog rings there on the bottom. So go lean it forward. Yeah, there we go. So okay, so there's hog ring there. I think there's, yeah, one right there, there, and there. I don't think there's anything holding on that end. Don't look like it. Nope. I think that's it. So once I cut those out and those bottom ones out, should have this whole thing out, and then have the other one that's in much better condition go right in. So give me just a second and I'll hopefully have those out. Okay, so I got all the hog rings out up here and down here. So now you'll see that you'll have to pull the cover over this bar, and it should be able to stretch a little bit. It won't tear it as long as the leather's in decent shape. It shouldn't tear it at all, and it didn't on mine, so it held together real nice. You'll see like stuff like this. It's like a sticky pad. It'll stick right here to hold it in place. I don't think it's going to be really important once I replace it. Same here. You can see that it has this little flap thing here and here too. And of course you'll see the little metal piece will slide in there, so it snugs, sort of kind of locks in there, I guess. I don't know. And right now it should all come out as one piece. So I'm going to try to do this in one piece, and we want to be extremely careful because of these airbags right in there. We want to be careful not to tear those when we pull this out, because good luck at trying to find those bags and paying a decent price for it. You might have to buy a whole seat frame, and that's not cheap. So I'm going to try and sit this phone down, and I'm going to see if I can pop this thing out without tearing it apart. So let me see if I can place my phone down here. Oops, nope, that blocks the whole thing. So hey, that actually works. Check that out. So I'm going to lock it like so, and then lean it back just a tad. And so we're going to do this. Let's see if I can do this without damaging the bags. Let's see. That's one thing we don't want to do, is damage those bags. Should have known better, and I forgot to do this, but thank goodness this is still plugged in, so that'd have been much easier. I forgot I let it out like that and everything, so that's all good. And somehow, for some reason, I believe that these seats were gone into before, because that bag was like wedged in between this, and that just looked odd. So let's see. That should slide out. Okay. So now the next hurdle, which I forgot all about this. This is gonna have to be undone for the airbags. So I'm gonna have to pull this through the seat once again. Because in my first video of doing this, I explained that I already replaced the seat foam padding to get a much better support, and it worked out. So prop that up a little bit so we can get that out, and that seemed to work out just fine. Now it's doing it again. and making sure that the connector doesn't catch anything to where it breaks it, so it won't lock. So there we go. We got it pulled through, and now we pull it through this cloth. And I gotta remember, when I pull the new one on, I gotta make sure I gotta put this hose back through that cover. If I don't, I put it all together, and I realize at the last minute, like, oh crap, I screwed up. I gotta make a mental note. While doing that, I wonder if my knee's in the way. I'm sorry if it is. But you can see that I had to, you have to pull that hose thing through the cloth so you can pull the whole thing out. So let me set it like this again, and maybe it'll stay up. Hey, it stayed up. How about that? All by jumper cables and a pair of needle nose. How about that? That's my professional equipment right there. Let's see here. And I'm pretty assumed that people will ask, well, why are you doing this while the seat is still in your car? Well, for me, it's actually, when I did it, because I had the other seat out when I was pulling the foam and cover off the other seat from my old passenger side. Doing this compared to already been out, it's actually about, the difficulty is actually the same. It's actually not that much easier at all to me. It doesn't seem like it. So, okay. Having a little operator issues here, so let's see what's going on. What is going on here? Why are you not coming through? Why are you not coming through? Why are you stuck? Please talk to me. Why are you stuck? I don't understand. It's like it don't want to come out. So, let me see. Somehow, I don't know how that happened. That's strange. So, let me see if I can bend. Okay. Let me pull that through again. There we go. Okay. So, let me pull that hose. There we go. That's better. I was working against myself. That was dumb. So anyway, that is out of the way. Pull that back. And voila. Like a glove. And I made a mess. Holy smokes. Alright, so let's pull that over. Grab my handy dandy phone. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally pushed the button to stop the recording. Okay, so, oh, my back. All right, so let me put this over here in comparison of why I'm replacing this seat foam and pad. Oh, like so. Okay, so the leather and everything is not in bad shape at all. This one you can tell is a little crinkled a little bit, and it's worn right here. So give me a second. I'm gonna set this phone down, and I'm gonna get the other color covered in comparison. Okay, so this is what originally came off of my seat. This is what came from eBay. I purchased for a little over $600, including shipping. And so I had a passenger seat when I replaced the pair of seats that I got off of eBay. Passenger seat, the back side was perfect like this. So much better condition. And the covers and the foam are transferable. I work for a Chevrolet dealership, and I looked into this. The part numbers for the cover and the foam work for either driver or passenger side. They work either way, so they're transferable. And as you can see, I mean, just a little wrinkle here, but I mean, it's just like in much better shape. This is just this little bit right here from the passenger side being used barely, but much better shape. And so I was like, well, my passenger seat is sitting there being useless. Why don't I put it into good use? So that's where we come into play. Not that bad on that side, but just a little bad on that side. A little worn too, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. So give me a second and I'll get this one in, and we'll go through step by step of how to put it back all together, pretty much everything in reverse. Okay, I just want to show y'all the comparison. And also right quick, the original seat on the driver's side, this right here was torn. It was open. You can see the foam, the cloth, and everything. It just looked awful. And then that's what this replaced. And then I'll say, hey, wait a minute, I got a passenger seat that's the bottom was bad, but the back was perfect. I wonder if it will work. I wonder if it's the same. And guess what? It's the same. So now the driver's seat and passenger seat are going to look almost identical as far as condition wise. So let's get this thing in and we'll go from there. Okay, so I wanted to show you before it got dark. Got it seated in nicely so far. And one thing, if you haven't noticed already, I did not use hog rings to put it back together. This time I just used zip ties. I made sure I went through the cloth and went through the same holes of the foam that the hog rings were in before. That's what I did up top, and that's what I did for the, as you can see, the zip tie the foam to the frame. I'm going to do the same thing up top, and I'm going to do the same thing for up here too to zip it down. And once I get this done, I'll do another video of the aftermath and got those things in. So I just kind of wanted to give y'all a look at where I'm at the moment before it got really dark, and hopefully on the next video I'll have this completely done. Alright guys, so last night it was already too dark and I couldn't finish it, and I was getting kind of tired, so I decided to go to bed and wake up this morning and finish it, and it is all put together. It looks so much better. The seat looks in much better condition, and this is the seat. Let me go over this side. This is a seat that I got from eBay, and I gotten that seat from eBay too, but I changed the foam in it because the foam was collapsed. And of course now, as you know, I changed the backing on this, so now the seats look 100 times better than what it did originally. So it looks really, really good. I would say honestly, it took me a couple hours, maybe 3 hours to do everything in combined. First time I knew, I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I hope this video helps a lot of people on how to do these stuff, when hopefully sooner or later some company, Classic Industries, or somebody out there will finally make the foams for these to where we can replace them and everything, because they already make the leather. Now we're just waiting for them to make foams for them. And I've heard that you can actually take the 93 to 97 or 92 to 97 foams and put it in these. You may have to trim the edges a little bit and everything, but they fit really good. But I think we all want something that is going to be just, what it's supposed to be. No modifications. Put it in, cover, done. No modifications. And like how this one is, no modifications, and it looks really good. So I appreciate everybody following me on this, and I really do hope that this helps. If you have any questions, please shoot me a comment, like my page, and I'm hoping to create another video here soon. I just had my long tubes, BBK long tubes, off-road wide pipe put on by a couple weeks ago, so I will be doing a video on that. Of course, I do have a video on what it sounded like before, because all I had was just a SLP catback loudmouth 2 system, and I'll do a video on that, what's the difference. I will tell you this, it is definitely louder. But anyway, thank you for watching this. I hope this helps. Y'all have a wonderful day.